helps people think about the real people behind the decisions that get made. Analyzing power. What power do I have? What power do they have? That's what we're thinking about when we're thinking about our campaign. This is going to signify our campaign. The Clarendon Residents United, this is our issue, right? Is that they win an equitable relocation agreement.
A lot of the things that we proposed at the beginning with Clarendon, according to lawyers, were not winning. So I think that's kind of an interesting thing, is like we don't have to think small to make it winnable.
I just find it hard to believe that they would want to redo everything without the promise of having market rate apartments.
It's funny, I've realized how much I've kind of drunk the Kool-Aid of community organizing, because in so many conversations about politics or social change in general, I'm like, you have to organize, that's the way to do it, people power. And I really truly believe in trusting people to be both experts of their own experiences and therefore able to make decisions about their own lives instead of other people making decisions for them.
I'm most excited about the organizing tools that I've gained here. I've done a lot of organizing work, but really not in any sort of official capacity. Being here has put a lot of language to some work that I've done before and given me the tools to think about how I can do my organizing work better in the future.
One of the biggest challenges facing our families at CAAS, low-income families in Somerville, is safe, secure, affordable housing. We have a displacement crisis right now in Somerville where people are being pushed out, low-income people are being pushed out, and luxury condos are coming in. Because of gentrification, development pressures, rising property values, families are being forced out of our city. Sarah and Zenaida have been working in buildings where low-income people live and are facing displacement. And they've been working in those buildings to form tenant associations so the residents can have a voice and a seat at the table over the decisions that are being made about their buildings.
We are still having to fight for everyone the right to stay in Somerville, but most importantly, families with kids in Somerville schools,
Let's divide up those parts. Maybe who wants to tell people the things that we won in negotiations at the all-resident meeting?
Who are we planning to meet with first, Tatiana, or are we thinking the mayor?
From day one, I started going door to door with my boss. She's like, okay, we're gonna go to this public housing project and we're gonna knock on doors and tell people about tenant associations. And I was like, I don't even know what a tenant association really is. She's like, okay, just watch me. It was really, really hands-on from the start. She basically served as a one-on-one mentor for me and slowly started giving me more of my own projects.
I tell my housemate Sarah, who also works with me at CAAS, that I leave CAAS every day and I start my second day. I do poetry almost every night. Sometimes that looks like practicing and writing in my living room with my teammates and my coach. This year, I started organizing a poetry tournament called FEMS, the Feminine Empowerment Movement Slam. I want to create spaces where the marginalized have stages for themselves and are celebrated in those spaces. It has been slowly growing over the last 2 months. It's 100% organizing work.
I really wanted to make sure I was grounding my justice work in my faith. I really felt like that wasn't something that I had space to do in college. I went to a small liberal arts school. People were pretty uncomfortable talking about religion. I was really looking to integrate these different pieces of my life.
If we are doing spiritual work about anti-racism and anti-classism and protecting people's homes and protecting marginalized people, when we do that work with QVS and leave, we don't forget what it felt like to be doing spiritual work, social justice work, and doing it together.